Have you ever noticed how some stories, no matter where they come from, seem to follow a familiar pattern, stirring similar emotions or imparting universal lessons? It is almost as if there is a blueprint for compelling narratives that transcends time and culture. The Quranic narratives certainly do echo similar story structures found across global literature and ancient traditions. This is not a coincidence but, rather, a profound aspect of their design. The Quran often employs universal narrative archetypes and thematic frameworks, which allows its messages to resonate deeply with people from all backgrounds. One primary reason for these echoes lies in shared human experiences and the inherent wisdom that often surfaces in human storytelling. The Quran, as a divine revelation, uses familiar narrative devices to convey timeless truths about faith, morality, and the human condition. It frequently utilizes elements like the hero's journey, a concept later popularized by Joseph Campbell, where a protagonist faces trials, undergoes transformation, and returns with wisdom. Think of the stories of prophets Yusuf or Musa, peace be upon them. Furthermore, the Quranic style often employs repetition with variation, thematic inversions, and ring compositions, structuring narratives in ways that are both ancient and sophisticated, reflecting literary patterns observed in other classical texts. To truly appreciate these echoes, you can begin by comparing the structural progression of a Quranic story with common narrative arcs. For example, observe the initial call to action or a challenging situation, the subsequent trials and tribulations, and the ultimate resolution or lesson learned. When you read the story of Prophet Nuh, peace be upon him, notice the repeated warnings, the building of the ark, the flood, and the new beginning, a pattern present in many flood myths. You can also identify recurring character archetypes such as the wise guide, the stubborn oppressor, or the faithful follower. Understanding these common structures helps clarify the Quran's unique additions and reframings of these universal tales. A fascinating insider detail is the concept of ijaz al-Quran, or the inimitability of the Quran. While it shares structural similarities, its narratives are distinguished by their precision, internal consistency, and their unique theological framing. They do not just tell a story, they deliver profound theological statements, ethical guidance, and signs of divine power. For instance, while other traditions might present a hero's struggle, the Quran emphasizes divine intervention and the lesson of submission to God. This distinct emphasis transforms familiar structures into potent vehicles for its core message of monotheism and justice. By recognizing how Quranic narratives echo universal story structures, we gain a deeper appreciation for their communicative power and their timeless relevance. It is not about proving external influence, but rather understanding how divine wisdom is conveyed through archetypal forms that speak to the human soul. This approach allows us to engage with the sacred text on multiple levels, finding both familiarity and profound novelty, ultimately enriching our understanding of its unparalleled message.
If this deepens your faith, like, subscribe, and keep learning with us.